Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Neville Richards Premier League show. I'm not sure what we're calling this. Let's call it the Grand Final Preview Edition. It must be important because Matthew Milner's dressed up as a treat.
Yes, I thought I'd just get myself ready and prepare for the upcoming Saturday night Grand Final dinner, Mark.
Is this a preview of what you might be wearing?
No, not sure. You never know. I was just trying to think of how I could be suave and sophisticated but still look outrightly handsome.
You think suave is like polar opposite to hot? You can't do them both?
No, I can't do both. No. But no, Hazy, it was a big game on Saturday. We had the...
Big games.
Yes, the double headers of the finals.
Yeah.
Yes, it was... obviously, we were fogged out in our first week of the finals. So Saturday just gone. We had our qualifying, our elimination, and then the scores from those made up the preliminary final scores. And what a result we've had.
Bit of carnage for some people. It's understanding the system that we implemented. But the key element of it was, Matty, that we didn't want to have 1v4 and 2v3 in case 3 and 4 had the best scores and we suddenly eliminated the two best teams of the year. Yeah. And it worked out exactly that way.
Yeah, so obviously teams 1 and 2 had that potential second chance of scoring, and what the conditions early on, it was cold, strong winds, it was freezing, then it eased to sunshine, and then late in the afternoon we had hail. I was in Melbourne and we didn't cop any of that, but Portarlington, had the hail there, as we can see, courtesy of Malsey and Wardy there on the 8th. That, yes, he was a little bit ice on the greens.
How about that? I mean, it didn't last long, but geez, it was pretty wild and willing there for a while.
Yes, you definitely need to have the gloves on, didn't you, to keep the hands warm?
Yeah, just a bit of... I know what you call them, loose impediments.
Yeah, but yes, we had 15 players missing on Saturday.
15. Yeah. I know that one team was sorely hit by that.
Yeah, we had a few people away. There was some in Queensland that had planned trips, obviously not expecting their team to make finals maybe, but it was, one team copped they had sort of, nearly 7 players missing. Yeah, no, 6 players. Yeah, and we only had 5 Jamesies.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Which isn't bad for the final, so everyone come to play.
Conditions too.
And we had 3 from the one team.
Oh, no. All right, well, let's get into it. It was a direct path to the grand final on the line in the 1 Peakers versus 2 Goblins shootout, the second semi-final, qualifying final, if you like. Matty, it was close most of the way. It was the Peakers who just continued their run.
Yeah, the Peakers had 11 players while the Goblins had 13. For the Peakers, Dale Pollock, the Flea, he had 36. Snags Finnemore, 35. Ton Morgan, 33. Peter Hardwood DeFazio had 31. Nipper Dodds, 31. And Mr. Winchelsea, 31. While Lloyd Shepherd, 30. And then on 29, state was a counted score for Cam O'Keefe, Dave Hutton, and Alan Kerry.
Alan, who?
Yeah, Alan Kerry is just working himself into the grand final. He had 29. While for the Goblins, no one could play to their handicap on Saturday, but the best was David Milne with 35, Steve Smith and King Dick Dixon, 32, Toby Prime, 31, Pants Peacock, 30, Murray Wiley and Stinky Lathouris had 29, while 27s counted for their team, which were made up of Arthur McPhee, John Bowman and Marion Keskinen.
Oh, good on you, Marion.
Marion, 27. But, the Peakers were strong out of the blocks, Hazy, with the AM players dominating the Goblins. Snags, fresh from Bali, he came in first with 35, followed by Fleas, 36. Then DeFazio. Nipper Dodds, he was under extreme duress.
Extreme?
He was. He'd been sick, laid up in bed all week, but was still crook on Saturday, but still come to play because he thought the team might have been a bit light on.
Bit of courage.
And they completely nullified Steve Smith and King Dick's 32, Yarny's 29, and then McPhee 27. But as I said, David Milne was the best in the afternoon with 35 and Turtle Primes 31, Pants and Murray. But it wasn't enough to Peakers. Even when Marion's 27 counted, it was going to be hard. Tommy Morgan's 33, Mr. Winchelsea's 31. And even Lloyd Shepherd's 30, it was good enough to give the Peakers an 11-point win and straight into the grand final.
Congratulations. They've been the form team. I'm not sure. I think we'll probably come to the stats later of how many they've won in succession, but they probably deserve that, I think, Matty. So that left...
So just from that one there, James is.
I always forget the early James.
Yeah, Peakers. Sean Boland had 21. And for the Goblins... they were the team throughout the season that had the least number of Jamesies sort of through the year.
We saw that in the stats.
And they had 3.
Oh.
Andrew Whitson, 25. Ray Liniger, 24.
Oh.
And then one of the most consistent Goblins all season. And did he cop it in the clubhouse for causing their team to lose? And that was Brian Bell had 23.
Oh, no.
I think Shirley might have nobbled him on Friday night. 23, Brian. I can't believe it. Everyone was talking about through the season how consistent you'd been and how good. And then when it mattered most in the grand final, you let them down.
What do you reckon Shirley went a bit of beef Wellington?
Oh, well, maybe. Don't know. But, Brian, I've never seen a score like that from you. But anyway, you'll have to wait till next year to try and make amends.
Well, spoiler alert, the Goblins didn't quite get up in the preliminary final match. So let's move our attention to the 3v4 match, which was, of course, the Tornadoes had charged up to third, and they were facing the Warriors, Matty, who limped into the finals, it's fair to say, but...
They did. The Warriors had 12 players. The Tornadoes had 9. The Warriors got over the line 269 to 267.
What a match. What a match.
I was in Melbourne at Mariah's Gymnastics and I was looking at the scores as they were coming through up there. For the Warriors, Dale Scott, 37, alongside Bernie Reid. Johnny McGlone, 36. Biceps Evans, 34. Buffett Allen and Matt Davies had 32. Jill Barker, 31. And the Ricochet had 30. While for the Tornadoes... 3rd time this season that they've had the best score of the match and they've lost. Craig Duncanson.
Unbelievable.
Well made, fantastic 39. Chris Dodds, 36. Ryan Chic Reynolds and the Glacier Goggin had 35. Darren Wilson and Doreen Ivers, 33.
Your girl.
Robbie, more to come on, my girl.
Oh.
Robbie Moorcroft, 30. And Neil Ryan was a counted score with 26.
Oh, 26.
And you'll notice that there's 8 counting scores. The one player from the Tornadoes missing, whose score didn't count, was probably one of their most consistent players all year, was always in the 30s.
Captain Tornado.
Matthew Miles. Milesy. All you needed was 29 and you get your team over the line and you had 25.
Oh, Milesy.
Milesy, what are you doing?
Too much. Around on the fancy Sydney courses.
Oh, I know. I saw he was up at the GMA conference playing at the Australian and that.
Australian and couldn't bring it back to little old Portarlington.
Yeah, as I said, it was a close match. The AM scoring slightly favoured the Tornadoes. They had 6 counting scores to the Warriors 5, with Craig Duncanson, Chris Dodds, Sheik and Tickle My Doodah and Doreen covering Dale Scott, Biceps, Buffett, Davies and Barker. With only 9 players, there was no margin for error for the Tornadoes. When Gogs come in with 35, it was looking like they might cause the boil over, but the Warriors rallied again when Bernie Reid come in with his 37 and Johnny McGlone's 36.
Wow.
And then lo and behold, Rick Edmondson's 30 was enough counted score to get them over the line, even with shots like this, Hazy.
Oh, you're kidding.
We had a little spy out there taking a little bit of video footage of Rico and... Yeah, how's that? It's like a bird was swooping him too, wasn't it?
So that must have been his second shot on the 6 to get it to that point.
Was it past the red tees?
Oh, I don't think it was.
So I reckon that could be a jug for everyone at Premier League Grand Final edition, surely from him.
Correct. I think that's only fair, really. So he's played a winning part, a key role, despite that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So some notable performances we had on the day. I got a message from Max saying that if the Tornadoes got up, my girl Doreen would have been the reason.
Yeah, right.
She had 12 points on her first 9 and then rallied with 21 on the back.
21?
To come in with 33.
Whoa.
Chris Dodds wiped 13 and 14, 1 point on 17.
Ooh.
Gogs wiped the 14th, 1 point on 17. Tickle My Doodah wiped 16, 1 point on 18. Moorcroft, 1 point on the 18th. Neil Ryan wiped the 18th. It's not just for them. They were feeling the pressure. Biceps Evans, 1 point on 17 and wiped 18.
Oh, wow. Didn't you say he had 34?
Yeah. He was tracking really well. Bernie Reid, he had 37. He only had 1 point on the 18th.
Oh.
And as I said, the Jamesies, the Warriors didn't have any, while the Tornadoes had Mr. Miles on 25.
Wow. Is Jilly pumped or is she?
She would be shitting her pants, I can tell you. She would be packing her dacks at the moment for the grand final this Saturday.
That's a technical term for those just tuning in. All right, Matty. So that left us with the Peakers through. The Goblins now thrust into a sudden death sort of preliminary final match against those Warriors. We had to run them concurrently. So what were the scores in that one?
Yeah, so the Warriors got over the line there, 269, and they defeated the Goblins 245. So that put the Warriors into the grand final.
Wow. So had we gone the 1v4, 2v3 route, we would have had teams 3 and 4 in the grand final. So
yeah, but the teams 1 and 2 obviously earned the right to have that second chance at it, hence the format of where we went through that. They were the best performed for the year, so they had that benefit of having a second chance.
Nice. All right, well, we've got a big show still ahead. It's a 3-part special today. Second part is become a bit of a tradition here. We're going to have 2, let's call them luminaries just for the sake of legal sort of niceties.
Yeah, well, we tried 5 or 6 other players from the teams and couldn't get anyone, so this is all that we could get.
Come back on the other side of this tiny little break and we'll see who's going to preview the grand final from the perspective of the Warriors and the Peakers. Welcome back, everyone, to the critical part of this show, looking forward to the grand final, the big finale on Saturday. Matty, we do have a little budget on this show, and this is what you get when you've got a little budget.
Yeah, we had to bring the big guns out. We've got the sword here from the Warriors, and then also we've got little Flea Pollock from the Peakers there. So we did try and get 6 or 7 players in before these two, but this was the scraping the bottom of the barrel. So the wards come in before work, and Flea just turns up every Monday. So yes, it's going to be a big day on Saturday. Both of you never been in a grand final for Premier League. How are the nerves?
Not too bad. Like just sing a few beers will always be good, won't we?
Yeah.
Calm myself down a little.
And what about you, Flea?
A little bit of nerves, but I think I'll be okay on the day.
Yeah, nerves are good, but Sorty, Mickey McNeil, Johnny Wooten, been premiership players in the past. Have you had to delve into their success and see how to handle the pressure?
Well, John's a bit flaky. Can't really say he does too much. Mickey, did he even play in the final? I reckon he was watching TV, maybe take another baby.
I reckon he was on the Samsung.
I reckon he just didn't roll up and just got the medal at the end.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't surprise me with Mickey. He's a bit like that. But Flea, your wife, a vet, premiership player in her first year. Has she been giving you anything this week?
No.
Like advice on...
No, I've been getting... no, what did I say? No, I'm getting nothing. I'm getting something. No.
Jeez, are you going to be this nervous on the first tee?
I am. No, I haven't delved into her mindset because it's very hard.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to go any further with that there. But Flea, your recent form's been great. Over the 3 of the last 4 Saturdays, you've had 35, 36, and then 36 in the qualifying final. What do you put down your recent good form?
Probably just trying to get in the 30s on a Saturday, I think, and practicing on Tuesdays.
Yes, I have noticed a few scores on a Tuesday where you've had 17 points and 10 points and things like that. So Saturday's the day you focus on.
I think you can only play good once a week, so hopefully it's just the Saturdays.
Yeah, well, you two are polar opposites.
Yes.
Like Flea, you're pretty consistent, but Wardy, you are the most inconsistent golfer in Premier League, but you could be the X factor on Saturday for the Warriors. This season, you've had 41 points in the first week. Then your next best score was 37 in week 12. Rest has been trash through the middle there.
As long as I don't have the 10, we'll be fine.
Yes. And your form the last 4 weeks has seen you have 37, 33, 33, 28 on Saturday in the finals. What can we expect to see from you on Saturday?
I guess that's a bit up in the air, Matt. Could be anything, honestly. It depends how many beers I have on the Friday night.
Well, you are one of the more decorated players. You're not a premiership player, but you've been in the All Portarlington team twice in 2022 and 24. You've been the weekly Travis Matthew winner in 2023 and 24. Do you just try and focus on Premier League? Is that what comes down to? You want the bragging rights over everyone?
If you actually notice in my rounds all over the year, it's pretty much the same. It's not just Premier League. It's just if I'm hangover or still pissed.
Yeah, okay. At least he's honest. And Flea, you were in the All-Port team in 2022, but as we alluded to, Yvette's a premiership player. She's a Travis Matthew Weekly winner as well. Do you need to win Saturday to get bragging rights in the family?
As the second best golfer, yes. Yes, I need to have a win, then I'll get some bragging rights, and at least for a week or so. But, yeah, I really need this win.
Is she going to be here to watch it, like urge you on?
Well, I'll see if she'll caddy for me. That might help.
Oh, no.
It'll keep me focused.
No.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Do that.
No. Maybe not. She'll probably want to play. No, I'll just go out there and...
she would sabotage you for sure.
Yeah, I know.
She'd leave a couple of clubs out and...
Yep. Maybe 15 clubs.
So, Flea,
Yes.
who do you think offers the most resistance from the Warriors?
I think it's Biceps. I think
good call.
he's had a very good year. He's scored a lot of points. He's their most. I think if we can cover him, I had a look at some scores from last week, and I think some of their top scorers was out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's the one. If we can cover him, we might be able to bring home the win.
Can I ask?
Yes.
There's a rumour going around that Madonna herself, the patron saint of your team,
Yes.
has sent a message for Pete DeFazio. Is that correct?
Absolutely, that's correct.
You're kidding.
So she actually sent a little clip through that hopefully we can play, and it's for Peter.
From Madonna.
From Madonna, yes, absolutely. It's a special clip. So we'll see how he goes with that. That should motivate him. But in saying that, Pete doesn't need motivation. Now, Bigfoot talks about Viagra for the, Pete's on, he needs his Viagra. We at the Peakers actually know that that's not true.
What? Couldn't be. He's like 193.
No, that's not true. He gets very stimulated on the golf course.
Well, he plays it often enough, so his arousal level would be high.
Well, that's right. So as a team, what we do, we have a little secret weapon for Pete. So what happens is we'll go out early and leave strategic implements for him and implement to keep his arousal down. And
Really?
the secret is...
Is it a Carlton Football Club logo or something?
No. It's a teaspoon. So he just goes around and gives himself a little tap on the...
Tap on the head.
Yeah, tap on his little head to keep him... to keep focused, not get too stimulated.
How many of these spoons are around the place?
Well, there's probably, one every second tee, or maybe it all depends how he's feeling. He might need one every tee, but there's a lot out there. So if you're on a tee box and you see a teaspoon laying around, just leave it there because it's for Pete.
Might pick him up on the way around.
Yeah.
See if that helps. Give us an edge.
Don't put your... Yeah, so that's it. Not many people know that. The Peakers do, but here's the key.
Madonna knows that, apparently.
Well, she knows that, and, she's our patron saints all over it, so...
So, Wardy, who's your secret weapon? Or who is going to be the one from the Peakers that's going to be the one that's going to be hardest to beat? You don't even know their team members, do you?
Not a clue. Who is actually on the Peakers other than Dale?
You've got
Warren,
Mr. Winchelsea?
Mr. Winchelsea.
The king?
Hopefully Grant can just talk into him with his pants and just flare him off, so give him a bit of distraction. Rim O'Keefe.
Yeah,
He's one to
Rim.
watch.
Yep.
I'll see if he can play morning, and he might not be too pissed. He's a bit like yourself, I reckon. The more beers he has, the better he gets.
Yeah, the old Rim. But so you're down sword on Saturday with Stinky, Ando, and Drooks.
Yep.
Are they going to let you play properly, or are they going to be India?
Ando absolutely into me. Stinky's still sooking from 2 weeks ago when we got fogged off. He's already said... Foggate got him. He's not turning up. He's cracked it still. Just
Stinky. I thought you were better than that.
And Drooks. Oh, he's moved into St. Leonard's and...
so he'll be out with you on the Friday night.
Yeah, I might get him down on the Vols Club Friday night for a few beers and loosen him up a little bit.
And Flea, you've got Perry, Billy and Digger. None of them are involved in Premier League this year. Are they going to let you play, or will they be into you?
Well, no, they'll let me play, and for me, it's good because it's same shit every week. So if I can perform, get 36 points when I'm playing with those guys, I'm doing pretty well, I think.
Right, so grand final routines. It is key to success sometimes. And Sword, you are one of the best Portarlington Football Club players there. You would have played in plenty of grand finals, wouldn't you, over the years?
Juniors, a couple.
Right.
Won finals in reserves. Other than that, let's not replicate that on this Saturday.
So what does a Friday night look for the Sword?
Plenty of beers. I reckon every beer I drink on Friday probably equates to my score on the Saturday. So
Okay, so that's why you're 17 all the time.
if I rocked up plastered, I'm on.
So you've got the new hairdo here.
Yep.
Was that done with anything in mind? Like not pre-planning a premiership photo or anything?
If I'd have known, I actually wouldn't have shaved. I got a late call last night, watching the footy with a few beers from the mill, saying, "Can you turn up?" And obviously got me at a weak moment.
And Flea, what about you? What's going to happen Friday night? Will there be a chicken Wellington on the agenda?
Well, I hope what happens on normal Friday night happens, but maybe not. What we're eating, I'm not sure. I think I'll prepare my own food. Mm-hmm. Maybe lock myself away of distractions and turn up here, I don't know, 10 and 15 minutes before my tea time and see what happens.
All right. So we have our – obviously you're going to be picking your teams to win.
Yes.
Now, Flea, the Peter Solahub medal for the highest scoring player in the grand final. Who's your prediction for that?
Well, we generally focus, on the men, but I'm going to go with Jeanette Johnson.
Wow.
She's a very, very good Premier League player. You know that.
Yes.
She's been away, so she'll be fresh. And I think she could
She's the dark horse.
Yeah, I think the women are the key for the Peakers. They're very consistent. So, hopefully it's one of those guys.
Did you just say Angela Foote is consistent?
Well, yes, consistently not here. Sorry, Ange.
Yes, well.
That's okay. I know you're going to be here because
That's a nice little segue there, Dale, because I have checked the timesheet, and as of Sunday night, the Peakers were missing 3 players from the timesheet.
Really?
And the Warriors were also missing 3 as well. So, and A Foot was 1 player missing.
Mrs. Fleet did tell me that she was playing last week.
She may be doing some strategic analysis of the sheet to see who she plays with, maybe.
She's very good at that, yes.
And Wardy, who's going to win the Peter Scuba Hub?
Much like Flea, I reckon he's right, and the ladies are going to be the difference makers, hopefully.
Do you know with the ladies in your team or not?
I know we've got Jill. She hounds me every...
She's not on the timesheet yet either?
She'll be right. You'll let her off. But Shirley Bell, I reckon...
Shirley?
Yep, Shirley Bell, I reckon's due.
Go dinger.
She's going to come out, and I reckon she's good for a good 40.
Well, Shirley, your teammates are relying on you this week.
How good's that?
Now, we got the Drayton medal coming up on our grand final night. Any thoughts on that? Drayton medal winner for the best of the season. Flea, you first.
Well, me and Morty were talking about this before, and we both think Rob Moorcroft is probably the favourite. He's had a very good year.
Last half of the year.
The Tower Road Tornadoes, Robbie Moorcroft. He would have been filthy Saturday night too. But, Robbie, you didn't perform, so you can't get too angry. Pressure got to you.
But, wrong part of the show.
Oh, is it? Sorry. I'm just getting a bit antsy.
I did better than Miles. That's the main thing.
All right, boys. Well, thank you so much for falling out of bed and coming in here this Monday morning. It's a big week for you both. Good luck for the Peakers and, of course, the Warriors. May the best team win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see if the Peakers can stand up Saturday.
Nice. All right, we're going to come back and finish Matty and my predictions and the show straight after this break. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Well, Matty, how about that? Wardy, more interested in the beer than the GF.
And you notice that he just kept sort of eking out the back too. So hopefully the audio was good with the water. He doesn't enjoy the spotlight.
No.
But he does after 32 stubbies though.
And Flea, I think he's so nervous about Mrs. Flea. That could distract him.
Yes, yeah. Well, looks like Mrs. Flea might be away. So Yes, I think the Flea could potentially overthink this and just maybe even get the yips when he gets to the first tee and won't be able to pull the trigger.
No, not my man, Dale. He's rock solid mentally. Wouldn't have that on Tuesdays. I wouldn't describe him as
exactly.
rock solid Tuesday. Anyway, it's come down to the couple of pointy bits of the season here. Your preview, which is what everyone hangs out for, and then a little update on the grand final shenanigans in this very room, Matty.
Yeah, Hazy. So we've got the minor premiers up against the fourth place Warriors in the grand final. Saying that, though, the Warriors were tied for second, but finished fourth on percentage. So they definitely deserve to be there. The Peakers made the grand final last year, while this will be the Warriors' first grand final appearance. When they met this year, round two, the Warriors won 263 to 258. Rob Stigg, Jilly Barker, Biceps, Chris Geary and Joel Lorna were the best, while Flea, Jeanette Johnson, Jan Cogger, Nipper and Cute as a Button and Lloyd Shepherd were the best for the Peakers. In round 9 they met again and the Peakers won this contest 283 to 268. The Peakers' best were Johnny Crossett, Pete DeFazio, Pollock, Snags and Mr. Winchelsea. They all scored 36 points or more that day.
Wow.
While Buffhead had 38, Rico had 36, Chris Geary, Jilly Barker and Bernie Reid were best for the Warriors. Now, recent form, we've got Peakers on a 7-game winning streak.
7 in a row.
Longest in Premier League history here at Portarlington. They haven't lost since round 8 when they lost to the Crusaders, and they've won 11 of their last 13.
That is extraordinary.
Warriors have won 6 of their last 7.
That is amazing.
So,
good form.
Regular season, the Peakers, over the course of the 14 rounds, scored 38 points more than the Warriors.
Just the 38?
Just 38.
Yep.
If these teams played each other in each round of the 14 games this season, what do you reckon the record would be, Mark?
I would imagine, this is next level from you, by the way, I would imagine that the score would be 8-6 Peakers.
7-7.
Is it really?
7-7 we've got.
Oh.
So now we can do a bit of a down-the-line assessment here, Mark.
I like
and
it.
We've got them, as all the teams were drawn into groupings.
Yes.
So we've got, we're just going off scoring average here. So we would say the advantage...
Is this what you get, like when you get so good with numbers? Is this what happens?
This was Saturday night. After watching 3 hours of gymnastics and then battling Melbourne traffic, I had to do something. So it was beers and
Maths.
analysis. I think I finished at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. But anyway, so Tom Morgan was up against Matt Davies. Tommy had the superior scoring average, so it's advantage Peakers.
Yeah, but we've been watching him warm up out here. It's a bit of a hit and miss, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Have a look out here. We got Flanders tapping at the window trying to get in from the Warriors. Jeez. But anyway, Tommy Morgan's got the advantage.
Yep.
Mr. Winchelsea against the Milkman. Milkman's got it, so it's one for the Warriors.
Wow.
Biceps and Pollock are against each other.
This will be interesting.
Biceps averages 32.6, Pollock 30.9. Advantage Warriors. Snags Finnemore against Boxhead. Boxhead gets it for the Warriors. Rim O'Keefe against Bernie Reid goes to Rim for the Peakers. Sean Boland against Stigglebauer. Stigglebauer's not playing, so we're going to give it to the Peakers because Stig's away.
Righto.
We go to the next one. Lloyd Shepherd and Dale Scott. Advantage Dale. Stiffy DeFazio. Peter DeFazio against Rick Edmondson.
What a matchup.
0.4 of a point difference to Peter DeFazio.
Wow.
Johnny Crossett against the Sword. The Sword by 0.1 of a point.
Oh.
Advantage to Warriors.
Oh.
David Hutton, cute as a button against Buffhead. Advantage should be with the Warriors, but Buffhead's in Queensland, so it goes to cute as a button.
Oh.
Alan Kerry against the Flange.
What a matchup that is.
The Flange gets it for the Warriors, even though he's been putrid all season. Angela Foote against Jill Barker. Jill Barker advantage.
What a punch-up that's going to be.
Jeanette Johnson against Chris Geary. Jeanette Johnson. Jan Cogger against Shirley Bell. We know it's going to be Jan Cogger. Peakers.
What are you saying about my girl?
But Shirley, this is your time to shine, and everyone is expecting it. But the Peakers, advantage in 8 games, Warriors 7.
6? Fair 7, 15.
Yeah.
Oh, how's my
and the
maths?
Peakers get 2 defaults because that would have went to the Warriors because they were away. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting day. As I said, timesheet. Peakers have 12 of the 15 players booked in, missing Ange Foote, Rim O'Keefe, Tom Morgan.
Wow, okay. They're all around.
Well, I'm assuming they're playing because they are coming to the grand final dinner. Warriors have 12 of the 15 players.
It'd be tough to turn up to the presentation and not have played during the day.
So the Warriors are missing 3 also. Jill Barker, she's coming to the dinner. She'll be there. She's maybe just analysing the sheet to see who she plays with. But Stig and Buffett Allen are unavailable.
Out.
They are out. So
did you end up having an average score for each of the teams?
I have. So we obviously counting scores as the top 8. The Peakers will have an average score of their top 8 players of 31.14 points.
31.14
is the average of their top 8. Warriors' average of their top 8 is 31.06.
Wow. So
this is going to be a tight game.
Yeah.
Personal vendettas.
Oh.
Jill Barker and Ange bear all foot.
There's a bit going on.
Ian Flanders against cute as a button and Snags.
Oh, he's got a double header.
He's got a double header. Johnny Crossett and Nipper Dodds was going to be against Buffhead, but Buffhead's running scared. He's away.
Yeah.
Buffhead, surely you can change your flight and be there. Rim O'Keefe against the Milkman. Imagine that, the Rim and the Milkman. Peter DeFazio and Sean Ward. Sean, you know Pete's got the gear to help you. Maybe you need to speak to him for some Viagra or some spoons.
Some spoons.
And then we've got, as it was referenced in our interviews with Flea and Wardy, Dale Pollock and Jeff Evans. Flea put it out there that they need to nullify biceps.
Yeah.
And those two are against each other head-to-head, going by the draw out of for the teams.
How do you reckon that'd go in a UFC cage match, those two?
Oh, Flea, he would be a pinching the knackers and he'd be a dirty little sucker. But it's going to be a great game. It's there's lots to look at, lots to play out.
Fantastic.
I'm sure by the time we get to Saturday that all teams would be at full strength if they're not interstate or away.
Fair enough.
It's going to be a cracking day.
Are we down to the predictions? Is this what we're going to do?
Well, I've predicted every week, and I'll put my balls on the line, and you haven't, so you predict this week.
Wow. It's a tough one. I mean, I love those little vendetta matches that you've drawn up there. I can see cute as a button being the main man of this whole shooting match.
You reckon?
Yep. He's just...
Should have seen when he come in the shop Saturday morning, though. When he handed his money over, it was like that. But he would hate to lose to Flanders.
Well, that's the thing.
And I just hope that he hasn't worked himself up that much that he destroys himself and he can't pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, we've heard. I mean, we did hear the prediction earlier on from the boys of Shirley Bell. I would love nothing more than to see her have 41 and have the Warriors tear her off the 18th green.
And stick it right up the Peakers.
Yeah, but I do think, I'm not anti-Peakers. I do think that David Hutton might just get the job done for the Peakers. They've been rock solid the second half of the year, as you said, with all the victories, and I think they might just sneak over the line.
But are the Peakers due for a loss?
Yes, they are. Statistically, they're well overdue, but...
Well, I'm going to be going the Warriors, Hazy.
Wow, of course you are.
The Milkman.
Yes.
The Milkman, he's just priming himself for this. I spoke to him yesterday about coming in this morning and representing the Warriors, and he had to work, had to pick up some garbage. But he is playing golf tomorrow, Tuesday, which is unusual. So I'm not sure whether he's priming himself up for Saturday. I know he'll be looking forward to the after-golf activities. Let's hope that he can go there in a happy frame of mind and we don't have to listen to him all night. And he can just sit there comatose.
There was some talk that his speech from last year's grand final presentation dinner was still going on.
Yes, well, we can guarantee you, everyone who comes to the dinner, that Joel Lorna and Brett Arnott will not be speaking on stage. They will be just sitting at their table, having their meal and having a couple of refreshments.
When you announced that, ticket sales skyrocketed.
Yeah, I know. So, Milkman, it's all up to you. But the bad thing is with the Warriors, though, is they're going to be 2 players short. Saying that, though, it is only Buffett and Rob Stig. So, no, good. They would need you guys. If you can make it, it'd be fantastic.
All right. Well, Matty, that's it for the preview side of things, I believe. Let's just quickly run through Saturday night. Everyone should probably roll up as close as they can to 6 o'clock. We've got some entertainment. I think you're still sourcing a few items.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. No, I'm just going to come back in a relaxed environment. There's nothing happening from my end. So, yeah, we've got over 120 registered, which is fantastic. We followed up with the last sort of half a dozen people that hadn't got back to us. So I think we're pretty much now set at around 120, 122 people, which is great. If anyone is a late minute inclusion, tickets will be closing off this afternoon.
Yeah.
If you want to access a ticket, you do need to get it done by close of business today, just so we can get the catering organised and the room set up and tables, etc. done. As you mentioned, the night will start around sort of 6 o'clock and we'll probably start 6:30, moving with our activities. If you wish to wear your team colours or something like that, that can be a reference as well that you would like to do.
Dress up if you can.
Yeah, if you like to wear the morph suit, I have got that beige one from last year still at home. So Milkman or Biscuits, if you want that, you can wear that if you like.
Oh,
well, Biscuits didn't play for a team, so he's got neutral colours, and that was quite neutral.
Yeah, it was very neutral, almost a little bit too neutral. All right. Come along just as soon as you can to 6 o'clock. We've got a pretty packed, rundown for the night. So we'll get the festivities out of the way too, and then we'll have a little band or a musician. So that should be good for those who want to kick on. And we can stay in here until 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's no problem, whatever it is.
Yep.
But yeah, it should be a fun night.
So we've got the team, the winning team, the Survivor team winners. We've got the all Portarlington team and the piss poor Portarlington team. Yes, you need to be worried on that one. We've also got the Drayton medal and also the Peter Solahub medal as well. That's for our best performed grand final player.
Yeah, a lot going on, and a couple of bonus little prizes as well that Matty and I are still working through. So
yes. Let's go Bigfoot.
Go Bigfoot, courtesy of Murray Wiley. Anyway, thank you everyone. Come down, Peakers, Warriors, game on Saturday. Let's go.
Good luck, guys. Where legends are made and people's careers are ruined. Thanks, guys. See you Saturday.